So, hi guys, welcome back to Code Explorer. Here I am Pavitra Banerjee with you, and you are watching this video as a part of our front-end projects playlist where we have decided to make projects to enhance your resume. Okay, so we have already built 5 projects. So, if you have not checked that yet, then please go to the link in the I button and watch those videos also and build those projects also. Okay, so today as you can see that I am inside my GitHub profile right now. Okay, so today I will have built one project here which is prime factor calculator, you can see. So today I will show you how you can build this project. Okay, so let's start the video. So for doing that, what I have to do, as you know that we have built a front-end folder here inside my desktop to build for this playlist. So I will open this with my VS Code, and what I will do, I will simply remove those. Okay, so you can see that we have built these 5 projects. One is BMI calculator, one is browser, one is image search application using Unsplash API, one is memory game, and one is in tic-tac-toe game. Okay, so now what we will build? So I will build an prime factor calculator. So I will give it a name, prime factor calculator. Okay, so our prime factor calculator folder has been successfully created inside this front-end folder. So here I will add 3 files. So one will be index.html. This will be for our HTML folder, and I will need an style.css to style our HTML folder, and we need to create another JavaScript folder which will be script.js to make the HTML folder fully working. Okay, so now let's build the project. So as you know that inside of VS Code we have one emit abbreviation option, so that is shift plus 1, and then you hit enter. It will create the basic boilerplate of an HTML folder. So now what will I do? I will simply give it a name, title name basically, prime factor calculator. Okay, so now what we have to do, okay, best practices. We should terminate this meta tag also, self closing tag. Okay, so now what I want, I want to use an CDN link of Bootstrap to make this project totally responsive. Okay, so what will I do? I will simply type https slash cdn.js delivered dot net slash npm slash bootstrap at rate 5.1.3, I think 5.1.3, then slash, then list, then css, then bootstrap min.css, bootstrap dot min dot css. Okay, so I want to check this that have I given a perfect link or not. So I will simply try to open this. Not found. What the wrong I have done? Let me check. https cdn.js deliver .net slash npm slash bootstrap 5.1.3 slash dist.css. The link has not found it. Okay, so let me check. So you can see that uh, okay, let me copy this and I will paste it again. Okay, I have done the same. So let's check. I think that there was some problem. It is why that was facing problem. Okay, now you can see that this link is also working. Okay, so what we have done, we have added our bootstrap CDN link into our project to make this project totally responsive. And now I want to link my style sheet, which is style.css with it. And now what will I do? I will start building this project. So before start, what I have to do, sorry, what I want to do, so I want this here. Thus I can see that how the work is going on here. Okay, so as you can see that this page is totally responsive. So this I have built it using bootstrap. So okay, so now what I have to do, I have to start building this project. So what will I do? As you know that when we are using bootstrap, at the time we have to use a container class to the whole project, so the whole web page basically. So I will set the type dot container and I will hit enter, and there I want to give, and I think pt5, that means padding top 5. Okay, so pt5, and here I want to open this div, and here you can see that we have an text. So I want to use p tag. So inside this p tag, what I have to do, I want to give it a class name. So class name, let's suppose class name h1, and I want to make this color red, and I have to write, let's suppose, okay, let's copy this simply. So prime factor calculator. So now what if that when I will hit the go live button, you can see, okay, the okay, so to make this red we have to uh, write this in our style.css. Okay, so let's write this. We have given a class name, so dot red will be color, and the color will be, let's suppose, crimson, that means red for me. So now see here, as you can see that the color is now red. Okay, so now what we have to build, underneath this I have to create an input section, then I have to create a button, two buttons basically. There we have two buttons. Okay, so let's build this. So I want to create another div here inside this, so div, and I want to give it a class name. So class name will be input group, which is then bootstrap, um, bootstrap class name, and I want to give it an padding bottom. I want to give it, so padding bottom, let's suppose it will be 5. Okay, now inside this we have to create the whole thing. So let me create this input section, then this button, then this button. Okay, so first I will create the input tag. So input will be basically, no, I don't want as text, I want it number. And what I want to give it an id name of input. Okay, then what I want to fix the input values. So minimum will be, let's suppose, 1, because the prime factor which I want to do, that starts from 1. That's a positive integer. Okay, positive. And I want to give it a maximum value also. So let's suppose it will be uh, e to the power 7. Okay, so I think I have done perfect. And then I want to give it an class name also. So class name will be nothing but form control. This is an also bootstrap class name, and here I want to give it a placeholder. As you can see, so placeholder will be enter a number dot dot. So let's check. As you can see that this has come here. Okay, now what we want, so I will simply terminate this also using this, and now we have to create these two buttons. One is find out factor, one is reset factor button. Okay, so I will create that also. So button, and here I want to give it class name. So class name will be, let's suppose, btn, and I want its btn outline as danger, because as you can see that when I hover on it, it's red and it's okay. So btn outline danger, and I want to write here mm, um, mm, find out factor, find out factor. Okay, and I have to give it another, create another button. So button will be, and button sorry, not button, class will be, what will be the class? The class will be btn, and btn outline danger, not, it's a little bit dark. Okay, so let's see. Okay, as you can see that this is not perfect, so we have to write reset here because this is the reset button. Okay, so now you can see that this is perfect right now. Okay, so as you can see the minimum value is 1, and what is that, let me, as you can see this is our maximum value, so it's working perfectly. So now what we have to create, so as you can see that we have to create an table here, right? So inside, after this div, I will create an table. I will create a table here. Okay, so let's create the table. So table, and I want to give this table class names. So let's use the bootstrap classes. So table, I want to make this table responsive. So table responsive. Then I want to make table bordered. Hmm. Table bordered. Then I want border here, so border. Then I want border as danger because I want red to get here, so border danger I want, and I want an border of 2 pixels, so border 2. Here inside this table we have to create this. So the table is not showing here because we have not added anything here, so we have to add this at first. So as you know that the formation of table inside our HTML is created by phead. So phead, so I will bring this head first. Inside this I will create th. So th will be nothing. Here I want to give it class name. So class name will be, let's suppose, h4, and it will be red, and this will be taking, let's suppose, what is written here, computation. I will simply copy it here and I will paste it here. Okay, let's see. As you can see that this is doing perfectly. Okay, and now I will simply copy this and I will paste it here, and I need a result here. The result, as you can see that now this is looking great, right? So now we have to create the body portion. So we have created the header portion of our table, so now we have to create our body portion of the table. So to do so, we have to take the t body tag. So t body, inside the t body, what we have to do, we have to add table row first, and inside the table row we have to add table data. Okay, so add table data. So I will add table data. So as you can see that this is prime factors, and you can see that this is basically strong, so I will use strong tag also. So I will use this strong tag, and inside this I will write prime factors. It will be capital. And then we have another td. Inside this td we have 5 dots. Okay, it's looking great right now. Now what will I do? I will simply copy this tr for, and I have to paste this for 2 times now, and I have to write factorization here. So I will simply copy it here and I will paste it here. Then I have to take this factorization in exponent form. So I will take this here and I will put this here. Okay, now let's check here. Now you can see that basically our structure has been completed. Okay, so this is looking great right now. This, okay, so now we can style this using our css. So let's target our css file. So what will I want, first I want to add some global styling. So I want an padding here and it will be 0, and I want to make the box sizing at border box. Okay, okay, now what I want, I want basically nothing. I want to target our body tag here. Okay, so let's target our body. So inside of our body, what we want to do, I want background color which is going to be an RGB color, and the RGB value will be 187 for each. One eighty seven. Okay, let's see. Okay, now you can see that this is now looking like this, right? Perfect, good. This is now looking good. Okay, so now I want to fix the TD because I am seeing that the TD is not fixed. So I want the font size as larger. Let's suppose larger. Okay, now you can see, and I want the font weight as bold. The font weight as bold. Okay, now you can see this is looking great right now. Okay, this is great. So have I something to do right now? No, I think the style has been done for now. You can see here the style is right. So now we start to write our JavaScript code. Okay, so first I want to say you that I will use the shape of Eratosthenes algorithm to make this project. Okay, so let's see how we can implement this. So first I want to write a comment here. So this will be, let's suppose, pre compute computation of our SIE, our SCI, sieve of era to things. Okay, so what I will do, I will first simply define a function. So our function will be, let's suppose, sieve, SCIEV. So our sieve is a function and we want to declare this function first. So I want to create an empty array here. So let array equals to an empty array here. Then what I want and let output, let's suppose our output is nothing but an empty array also. Now I want to fix the maximum value here. So as you can see that we have written 1001 here maximum, so I have to add this here. So I want to make a comment. So setting max value, let's suppose I'm writing the comment for you. Setting max value. Okay, so let's suppose const equals to max. So the max will be nothing but e to the power 7. Okay, now what I want an constant, I want an upper limit. Upper limit, what will be it? It will be nothing but math dot square root. We want this square root function of square root of our max. Yes, of our max. What is going on? Okay, so now I want to create continue a for loop. So let's see. For so I think it is suggesting it perfectly. So let I equals to 0, I greater than max, and I plus plus. So here what will I do? I will use the push function here for this array. Okay, so add dot push. What? Add dot push. Simple. And I think it should take in value 1. Okay. Great. Now for no, I think this should be I equals to 2, because it is why I equals to 2, because 2 is the smallest prime number. Okay, please keep in mind this. So for it's suggesting me not perfect, but this should be less than or greater the less than or equals to upper limit. I have done something wrong here, so I have to fix this. Upper limit. Okay, and it will be also 2, and for this what we'll do, I will check that if our array of indexing I, if our array indexing I, then what will I do? I want to create another for loop. So for now it will be let j equals to okay, I want to make square, so I square. So how we can do this? I square, so I into I. Okay, so it is I into I, and j equals j is less than of our max. Okay, and then j should increase, right? Now our j will increase, and I want to do it here. And now what I do, okay, so our array of, let array equals indexing of j, this will be 0. Okay, this is going perfect, I think so. Okay, so let's move to our next part. So I want to create the for let I equals to 2, then I is less than our max, and then I should increase. Okay, now what will I do? If our, I will check that our array of indexing I, at that time what will I check? I will do the output. I will take this out output, so output will be pushed. So output will be pushed. Output will be pushed as I. Okay. Now what will this do? This function should return our output value. So I will simply return our output. So I will return our output here. Okay. So we have done this, uh, uh, implemented this shape of Eratosthenes algorithm. Okay. So now what we have to do? Let's see. Now what will I do? First I will sort the primes inside an array. Okay. So let's do that. So I will write sorting the primes in an array. Primes in array. So here I want to create a function. So let prime array. So let prime array, and this will be taking our this shape function. This shape function. Okay. Now we have to begin the calculation of prime factors of the input numbers we will take from here. Okay. So we should start this. So I am just simply write a comment here, which is okay. Everything is perfect. So what will I do? Uh, I will simply begin the calculation of prime factor of the input number. Okay, so let's start this. So what will I do? First here I want to create a function here. So I want to define a function. So function I will want to create calculate. Okay, calculate, and this will take a parameter of number, and the function should start. Okay, so here I want to create an variable name. So let factor, I want to okay, so it should be small, let's suppose. That's not big deal. So let factors, and it will be an empty array. And then what I want, so let factors empty array, let's factorization. Okay, so let's factorization is also an empty array. So now I want this, for this factorization in exponent form. So let factor exponent, I want to give the name. factor exponent. This will be an empty array also. No, this will not empty array. I want to create this. Okay. Okay. So now what I can do, okay, so I will simply start and for loop here. So for let, okay, this is showing me the perfect, I think right now the I equals to 0 and I equals to be the primary dot length, and this should be I plus plus. I should be increase, I should increase. Then here what will you do, you will check if our prime array of indexing I is greater than a number, greater than our number. At the time, what will happen, it should break. Okay, otherwise I want to write an else condition here. So else, here I want to create that if our let's suppose our number is totally divisible by our prime array, so that means uh, and the result is 0, and the result is 0, at that time what will happen? At that time we want to push our factors. Factors should be pushed. So factors should push, what will they push, they will push the primary of indexing I. Okay, so the primary of indexing I should be pushed at that time. while while these mm, while these while this number parameter is this, I don't know this. So while these, what we want to push this factorization. So I want to push this factorization. So factorization should be pushed, and the prime array of indexing I. Okay, okay. So I have to check that this, that means this. Okay. So after this, what we should do? Mm, one. Okay. So what will I do? I will simply use the factors, and for each factor, for each factor, I want to pass an arrow function here. The factor exponent. The factor exponent of indexing I will be 0. Okay. And for factorization also, I want to use the for each function again. The same thing I want to do for I, and here I want to pass an arrow function which will create the factorization factor exponent, sorry, should be uh, take the integer I indexing and it should be increasing plus plus. Okay, I think I have done it. Are there any errors? Okay, let me check one. So this is perfect. Insert this is this is also else, and this is for this is and this. Okay, so I am, and let me check one also. That this is for this. Okay, so everything is right. Now I want to add these values which we have updated yet. So we want to add this value to this table. So how we can do that? So let's see. So adding the calculated value to the table, right? So now what we can do? So I want to create a variable, let factor cell, which will be nothing but a document which will be called from get element by id method, and this will take basically what should I have given the name. So let me check. So I think I have not given any name here, but I have to give the name. So here I want to give the name of, okay, so let's suppose here I want to give it the name of edit in the class. Now I want to use the get number id, so I want to give it an id here. So id will be edit. Let's suppose edit, so I will call this id. So edit will be the id which will call. So so edit will be the id. Then what we want to call the rows one. This is our rows 0 and this is also 1 because indexing starts from 0. So rows rows 1 and the cells will be 1 also. Yes. So what I want to here, so here I want this factor cell dot inner HTML will be our factor. Yes, this is suggesting me perfect. Yes, factors. I have given the name of factors. Okay, so factors, not a big deal. So we have inserted this value to here. Okay, so now we have to insert these two values also. So what will I do? I will use the same method. So let's suppose this will be factorization cell. So factorization cell, this will be nothing, this will take the same, and the rows will be 2 and the cells will be 1. Here what I want, factorization cell dot inner HTML. Here here I have to pass something like crazy. Okay, so let me check. So let's suppose I am inserting 42 form. So find out factor. So as you can see that this is not directly passing the values. So here we have to give the star mark or two. So we have to pass some functions here. So I want to create a function here. So which is no. Here I want a comment. So comment will be nothing. So comment will be what I want there. I want and function to add star. Let's suppose, because I have to keep in mind this. Okay, and now I want to create another for this. So this will be exponential. Let's suppose this is exponent cell, and this is nothing but this is going to get element by id. Edit and row will be not 2, the rows will be 3 because I am not targeting this row, and the cells will be obviously 1 because we have only 2 cells, which is 0 and 1. So here what I have to do, I have to exponent cell dot our HTML. Yes, I have to add this also because here I have to add this also. We have to add stars here also. So let give it some names. Okay, okay. Get out from this function. So here I want to create some function. So I want to write this will be nothing but text manipulation function functions to display on our web page. Okay, so what function name I can give here? So let's suppose this is display and this is display 2. Okay, remove this. So let's suppose this is our display. Display is a function, and here I have, let's suppose, display 2. I have no names right now inside my mind. Okay, so display and display 2. So the display, so let our display, so our display function should be, the display is a function, so display is a function, make is a function. Then what will be this do? This will do nothing. So here I want to create an str which is an empty string. That's all. This is an empty string here, and here I want to pass a parameter, so which will be factorization, and here I want this pass factorization here. Why? This is a function, bro. Function. This is the factorization. Okay. So now for let's suppose, let I equals to 2, and for I equals to factorization dot length this value, and I will be fast. I want to increase the value, and then here inside what will happen, I want to check that if our I equals to factorization, let's suppose if I equals to factorization dot length. So if I equals to factorization dot length dot length, then it should break, simply break. No, oh, -1. Okay, because when this is the I -1 term, length I -1, so you have to break here. Okay, otherwise else I want to add something here. So else, no, I have to pass something here also. So which will be, let's suppose str plus equals to, which will be our factorization, parameter of indexing I, and it will pass to string, uh, to string function. It will take the two string function also. Okay, then it will break. Okay, otherwise I will simply copy this else. After this else statement, I will simply give this, and with this it should add something. It will add a string of star. Okay, this will take this. Okay, so after this we should return our str. I want to return this simply. So I will return our string simply. Okay, so display factorization. Okay, display factorization is defined. Now we have to define this display too. Okay, so what will I do? So I want have to define another function which will be display to, and this will take a parameter of for these exponents. So what was the name of this exponential function? Factor exponent. Okay, so it will take the factor exponent as parameter. Now what will I do here? I want to create an exponential array and one value array. Okay, so let exponential array, which will be nothing but object of keys. We want is object of keys of our factor exponent. Okay, now what I will do, I want another value of our array. So this will be object or values of our factor exponent. Yes, it's suggesting perfect. Okay, so now what I can do, I can initialize this string again, str. So let str should be an empty string. Sorry. Now I want same for loop again. So for yes, for this exponential array, I want, okay, I want this string to take this as our exponential array first, and it will take the indexing of I of it, and then it will add this. As you can see that this is then super. Okay, so this is a super HTML element. So I will add and super here. So with the super, we have to pass the value array. The value array of indexing I. Okay, so I think it's perfect. No. Now what I want, now I want to check that if our I is not equals to our exponential array dot length minus 1. Okay, exponential array dot length minus 1. At that time, what you will do, you should add this plus what the wrong. Okay, okay, this will add this with this. Okay, now what I want, now after this for loop I want to return our str, so I will simply return our str in. Okay, so this is now done. So we have to pass the factor exponent parameter here also. Okay, so I will pass this factor exponent parameter here. Okay, so now I think we have made this functionality okay, but what I have left, so I have left these buttons to make them working. So now I have to make them working. So let's make this. So what will I do? I have to add the activate the button. Okay, so let's activate the button. B-U-T-T-O-N-S buttons. So one is for our find out factor button, one is our reset factor button. Okay, so what will I do? Let find out factor. Here I want to create something like crazy. So this here I will create an arrow function. Here I want to create an arrow function. Okay. So what will this take? Let I want to create these. Will create these number input here. So let input num. Let's suppose this is variable. What will this take? This will take the, have I given something here? So for the input, yes, you can see that I have given an input ID here. So this will take this ID. So document dot get element by ID, and this will take the input, and this will take the value of the input. Value of our input. Okay, now I want to check something, some else if condition. Okay, so let's suppose here, here I want -2, then find out factor. Here you can see that is giving me an alert message which please enter a positive integer to get started. Okay, so what will I do? I will simply copy this. Okay, so first condition I want uh, conditions. Okay, so if our input num is less than or equal to 0, is less than is less than or equals to 0, at that time what will happen? I want an alert message. I want an alert message which will say this. Okay, please enter a positive in here to get started, right? Okay, so now what if another condition, that what if that it is 1, then if I find out calculator, yes, you can see that 1 is neither prime or not composite, it's the unique number. So I will simply copy this also because I don't want to type this. So here I want to pass an else if condition. So else if our input num is equals to 1, at that time what will happen? At that time it will happen this. No, 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 no. I have to pass the alert message first. So this will take an alert message, right, like this. Is an unique number. Okay, okay. So I want to best practices semicolon here. Okay. Now. Else nothing. Else. Otherwise what will it? Otherwise, what will it do? Let me see. Okay. Here you can say that we have this calculate function. So I will call back this. I will call back this function here. So what I will do? So calculate. So this will now take the input num as parameter. Okay. So now I have to pass this find out factor value to this button also to make it working. So what will I do? I will go to here, and here I want to use an on click function, and on click I want this I want this, I want this on click, I want this. Okay, now we have to target our this register button. Okay, so for doing so I want to create stem. So let's it will be name reset, and I want to pass an arrow function here again. And what will this do? This will do nothing. This will take document. This will click to get element by id, and it will target our edit button. Edit id. This will remove this because we have written something here. When you can see that we have this written here. So what will this do? This will reset this. Okay, okay. So edit. Now what I can do? I can target the row first. So rows will be 1 dot, cells will be 1 also, dot dot what I'm doing. Then our inner HTML will be empty. That's it. So I will simply copy this line, and I have to make this for 2 times or more. Rows will be 2 and this will 3. Now what will this take? This will take this to get element by id, and this will also reset our the input section also. This will take this, and the value of this will an empty array. The value of this will be an empty array. Sorry, empty string. Sorry guys. So now I think this is ready. So I have to pass this reset, but the reset function here. So on click, I want this reset. So now I think this would work. So let's take a look. So enter a number. Let's suppose for now I'm entering a small number. Enter, find out factor. Okay, so something is wrong here. Let me check. So nothing is wrong over here. So let me check once here. Okay, okay, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. First, I think I have not added the script here yet. So first, I have to insert the script right here. Okay, now I think this would work. Let's suppose 8. Now find out factor. No, this is not working. Something went wrong while displaying this web page. Status breakpoint. What? Okay, so let me check once. 8. Snap. So I have to fix the something went wrong while displaying the web page. So I have to fix the script file, I think. So for now I'm just doing this. Okay, reset. Okay, okay. Let me check once. As you can see that there is nothing problem I have seen, but there is no problem. So let's check once. There may be some problem. So let's check find out. Okay, so you can see that this is now working. So this is now working. So let's check inserting one, find out factor. One is another cup. Okay, and reset it. It is resetting. Okay, so now we have built this totally fully responsive and this prime factor calculator like this. Okay, so I think you have got this how we can build this type of project. So if this video was helpful for you, then please hit the like button, and I will recommend you to do this project from scratch and put this in your resume to enhance your chance to get selected in job interviews for job applications. And if you want to get these types of video every day, then please subscribe this channel. And it is why, because you know that I bring this types of video every day for you guys. So this is for today. So we will see you in the next video. Till then, stay safe and happy coding.